awkward I was when I first started doing these whole things, I might be awkward today as well. Bear with me. Just life. Life sometimes just happens in this big tornado of just life, because life is funny that way. But here we are, and I'm hoping we're here once a week now. If you guys are new here, I usually don't rant that much. No, wait, yes I do. This is what this channel is about, okay? We rant, we tell stories about crazy things that have happened in my life. And my name is Sandy. Did I say that already? Jeez, I'm just all over the place. This is like my first video all over again, okay? I haven't been here for a month. Sorry. Without further ado, let's just get started.
Hold myself to a chord, waiting for the day that you come back to me.
God, let's just talk about life together. Get ready with me. I mean, as I've mentioned before, you guys really are that therapy I did not know I needed. So I'm just gonna prime using my usual e.l.f. putty primer here. I mean, first things first, right? We're gonna be mixing two foundations right now because I don't know my shade. I just got back from a little getaway with my girls and my parents. I took them to Wisconsin Dells. I got my eyebrows microbladed. I mean, for a little bit there, I couldn't even wear makeup because obviously you want your eyebrows to heal. It's like a tattoo. You don't want to put makeup on top of it. It's like a bunch of little scratches, you know, so you got to take care of it. So it's been 2 weeks now since I got them done, so it's time to put on a face of makeup. I was honestly so hesitant about actually getting my eyebrows microbladed. Like, it was an idea that I always like thought about doing eventually, because I was like, oh my god, I don't have any eyebrows. Like, I hate it here. How come I don't have any eyebrows? Like, I wish I did. I wish I could just wake up and go. For the past couple of months, I was honestly like not even caring. Like, I was just going out eyebrowless because I was so tired. School was draining me. My personal life was just ridiculous for a while there. The last thing I wanted was to do my eyebrows. And at first I was like, do I really want eyebrows or do I want to add to the sleeve? Like, what's more important? But the more I thought about it, with me wanting to travel as much as I want to travel and wanting to travel to places where it's so hot out or I just don't want to trouble myself with doing my eyebrows, I was like, this is an investment that's actually worth it. At first, I'm gonna be honest, it was definitely an adjustment getting to see myself waking up with like eyebrows done and like the shape of them, because obviously they measure your face and they do the shape that is adequate for your own face and your facial features. So obviously this is not the shape that I would normally do on myself. So it's weird to wake up and have these eyebrows already done and dark and beautiful, but like different than what I'm used to doing. And then, you know, slowly but surely it starts getting better. You start getting used to it. So obviously after investing so much money on like my eyebrows, I was like, girl, if you're gonna invest money on waking up in the morning and not having to worry about putting makeup on, you have to invest a little bit more. I've always struggled with my skin. Well, I was treating my skin as an oily skin, right? Because I get really oily red in the T-zone. But then what would happen is that around my cheeks here and under here, I started feeling a lot of like little bumps. And my skin wasn't like feeling the best. This isn't how your skin should be looking. Like, you should probably invest in some skincare. Because all I was doing was washing my face and moisturizing, and obviously something was either missing or something was going on. I started looking for someone to do a facial for me and like help me out with my skin, right? And I've gotten facials before, okay? So like, this isn't something new that I've never done before. But the reason why I don't like getting facials, or I don't like going to like med spas or just anything in general, is because I feel like they're so pushy with their products. And like, I get it, they're trying to sell, because that's also a part of where they're getting their income from. I totally understand their hustle and I don't judge them for it, but like, some estheticians have to take their time to actually learn who their clients are, because I honestly think that a lot of estheticians are not taking the time to actually learn who their clients are. And what's happening is, Client comes to you, you do a facial, they start asking you questions about moisturizers, night creams, serums, and you're popping up with your own products that you're using on them currently, which are like $120 a bottle. But you're not taking a step back to realize that their body language is telling you, whoa, this is crazy. The way they react, the things they may say should tell you, okay, this is a client that is here trying to better their skin. I've already recommended the best product, but if they made a face about it, let's move on to something a little bit less expensive. For example, something they can find at Ulta. If that still seems a little pricey for them, move to a drugstore product. You know, like give them, this is the best because I'm using it on you and this is what I consider top of the top. You're in a salon, you're with me, you're with a licensed esthetician. This is what I'm telling you, that's the best thing. But not everyone has the budget for this, and I understand that maybe coming once a month with me for me to use these products on you might be enough. That might be even a splurge. So if you can't afford this product, here's something that you can pick up at Ulta for a little bit less. Like for example, if a night cream is $120 and then you might be like, well, there's one at Ulta that's similar to this, not as high-end, not my favorite, but it is a good alternative to this one, and it's $80. So I mean, you've already made a big jump. So then if they still make a face, try something cheaper. You know, like I understand you might be struggling, so a good drugstore alternative, again, it doesn't have the benefits that this thing has or that thing has, but it is $20. You've already made another jump. That's gonna have your clients recommending you, and that's gonna have your clients coming back to you. Just take your time. Like if you have your own business, keep in mind your client, talk to your client, see how they react. I understand that you're just trying to make as much money as you possibly can. So obviously you want to recommend your products, but I mean, you also want your clients to be happy and healthy and looking good, you know, so that they're like, I get a facial once a month with this person and look at how my skin is looking. But if they leave there once a month or once every 2 months, and then when they come back their skin is ugly again, they're not getting the results they want, do you really think they're gonna recommend you? Do you really think they're gonna think that it's worth it going to you? That being said, going to the esthetician that I went to, I am very glad that I ended up going to her, and I found her because I felt like she heard me out, and I felt like she had a lot of recommendations that I never stopped to consider. And honestly, I haven't seen my skin looking this good since maybe about a year ago. I've always struggled with my weight, and if I'm being honest, I don't think I'll ever stop struggling. Someday I'll get more into that. Not today. Today's not the day. Just a little inside note, I've always struggled with my self-image. I see myself 3 times bigger than what I actually look like. I can be well and good for months, and then all of a sudden something can trigger in my mind with my eating disorder and my body dysmorphia, and it's hard, and it's not something that I like to talk about because it's something that scares a lot of people. Part of my eating disorder as well is that I use food as a coping mechanism when I shouldn't, which is why my weight is always on the highs and the lows. Like my weight will go really low. I can lose the weight in the right healthy way if I want to. 2 years ago when I lost all that weight, I was doing great. I was going to the gym, I was gaining muscle, I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, and then all of a sudden like the same thing happened. Like I started getting in my head, I started thinking things. I slowly but surely I lost a shit ton of weight. I got really skinny. I lost my curves, I lost my body, and it wasn't a good look on me. And then certain things started happening in my life. I started feeling a lot happier. I started eating just because I wanted to eat, and I like food. But then my life was a freaking roller coaster. I started using food more as a coping mechanism, and so I started gaining a lot of weight. I think I'm finally happy with how I look. I don't hate my curves, I don't hate my belly, but if I'm being honest, what I'm not liking or what I don't like is feeling sluggish. When I was doing good and I was like actually working out, I felt like $1,000,000, and like honestly that's what I miss the most. Like I don't miss the body, but I do miss like feeling like I can do anything I want and have all the energy in the world. And the whole reason why I started dieting and working out wasn't for looks, it was for my health. My family has a strong history of cancer, and then most of my family has diabetes. Like most of my mom's side of the family has diabetes and high cholesterol, and it was one of those things where I was just like, you know what, like I'd rather just start taking care of myself now than having to deal with these illnesses once I'm older. I don't hate the way I look right now. I think I'm finally at that point in my life where soy gordita y quiereme si quieres y si no a la chingada. But for my own health, my own benefit, I do want to get healthier. I want to start running so I can eat as much as I want. Lifting gave me such a high. And now don't get me wrong, I don't like working out. And then let me tell you, I don't know how some of you guys did it, like actually work out during this whole quarantine thing. To me, that is so unrelatable. Like no. All I did was start a YouTube channel, do homework, take care of my kids, and enjoy Netflix. I tend to bite off too much, more than I can chew up. I did it when I first started school. I started taking 3 classes when everyone was telling me that maybe I should start off with 2. Spring semester. Honestly, when I signed up for spring classes, I was going through a very bad breakup, so I just wanted to stay busy and not think about said person, and so I signed up for 5 classes. Mistakes were made, y'all, but like I proved that I could do it, and I did do it. And then summer classes rolled around and I was like, I'm not gonna take a break, I'm just gonna go straight through. But I think God heard my prayers, my silent prayers, and he was like, listen girl, I understand that you want to finish and I understand what you're trying to do, but your body and your mental health need a break. And so I had signed up for biology and art. My biology class was canceled 3 weeks in. When that class canceled, I took a step back and I was like, I haven't spent enough time with my girls and they deserve a summer. Last year was just a shit show. The beginning of this year was a shit show. I made a lot of mistakes coming into this new year. I also made a lot of mistakes ending last year, and I dropped my art class, and I'm just gonna focus on enjoying my summer for now. When that decision was made, I realized that there was a lot of negative vibes around me and a lot of just drama, toxic around me as well. I had to make a decision to just drop someone that wasn't healthy for my life and my lifestyle anymore. For a long time, I just felt the need to be there for this person, until I also felt the need to respect myself. I'm always thought or perceived as the bad one, the one that's making the mistakes. And although yes, I do often make mistakes because I'm not perfect, recently someone shared a private photo of me with someone. Although I don't mind that person seeing me half naked or nude, I don't care. I do care that people share my things without asking and thinking that it's okay. I don't know how many guys actually see my videos, but I'm gonna say one thing for you, okay? Like, if a girl ever sends you a nude or a provocative picture, if a girl ever allows you to take videos or pictures of her in provocative situations, you are the lowest of the low if you share that with anyone. If you're walking around showing that stuff, you're no longer a man, you're a child, and as a child you shall be treated. I don't hold respect for anyone who does that to anyone. I don't care how upset you are at the person. I don't care what that person did to you. That person does not deserve that, because that is something very private. It is their body. I mean, honestly, I have no words. We're gonna pop on some lashes. These are so cute. Okay, so a girl that I went to high school with has her own little boutique, and it's called SimplyFlawless. She has the cutest little lashes. These are in the style Manzana. Ugh, aren't they gorgeous? So yeah, I mean, we talked about a lot of things. I touched on a lot of things that have been going on with my life. This is why I haven't been here for 3 weeks, almost a month. maybe even a month. I don't even remember the last time I recorded. So I'm kind of hoping I can see you guys at least once a week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the little notification bell so that you are alerted when I upload my next video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.